Does the poet know it? The 23rd of April, Monday. The week that was in poetry. I hope you enjoy what I've got to say. Thank you. Apparently at a breakfast club in Bristol, literally, there's 91 languages spoken, in honesty. But as a poet, I've got to say, there should be more English languages in the modern day. I've got to say that it's true. Well, I'm an English poet. What else can you do? I've tried to learn languages, literally. I've worked in Germany, and I couldn't sprechen Deutsch, in honesty. I am okay with English, literally, but I am a poet, that is me. But when it comes to learning languages, I've got to say, I found it hard. Even though my nephew speaks fluent Russian, amazing French, and I think he's doing Japanese, by the way. But he's good at languages, it's true. And most of us find it hard. So can we help the people who really want to learn English? It's in the news today, allegedly, that Martin Lewis is big in news. It's by Facebook, in honesty. Now, I do like Facebook, it's true. That's where my videos go on too. But as a poet, I've got to say, they've got facial recognition. Why can't they have a standard practice called common sense in the modern day? People can phone up like Mr. Martin Lewis, it's true, and say they don't want to do adverts, they never do. And then they can use his face literally, and nobody can use his face on adverts. That would be common sense to me. So as a poet, I've got to say, please stop these con artists in the modern day. I nearly fell for it once, it's true. When my YouTube account closed, I didn't know what to do. I nearly give my details away, I've got to say. And it was so believable in the modern day. And then the last second, what could I do? I cancelled the phone call, and that's what I say to you. I checked and literally found out he was a con artist, in honesty. I haven't got much in life, it's true, but he would have emptied my bank account out. And I didn't want that. I don't even want that for you. So as a poet, I've got to say, we've got to do more in the modern day. There's too much fraud on the internet, it's true. So it's time Facebook use face recognition. They've got the technology, so please do. Chefs in schools, I've got to say, it's a bloody good idea in the modern day. But here's a bit of common sense from me. Why can't farmers have a website where they can go on for free, run by the government literally, and they can say how much misshaped vegetables they've got, and then chefs can use them in the schools? That'd be common sense to me. It'd save all the waste and dumping on the ground, it's true. And the schools would appreciate the fresh veg at the right price. That's what I say to you. But when it comes to plastic, I've got to say it's deplorable what happens in the modern day. Only 9% of the UK plastic is recycled, it's true. I've seen Indonesia, it's a disgrace to the human race, if I've got to say to you. I've seen the rivers so full and clogged, it's true, because they've got no sewerage. I don't think they have a clue. It's time to sort the world out, that's what I say, and stop sending things to space. Sort out this planet first. That's my opinion anyway. We've been using antibiotics for 75 years, apparently, allegedly, and now I like antibiotics, in honesty. But as a poet, I've got to say, it's time for the government to put the hand in the pocket and get new antibiotics in the modern day. They're an amazing thing for me, it's true. Gets rid of pain, antibiotics do. But 75% of people ask them when they don't need them, literally. And the strains of what the antibiotics solve are getting, well, they're getting used to it, in honesty. So as a poet, I've got to say, it's time the government put their hand in the pocket in the modern day. For antibiotics, it's true. And also, about the poor people who've had hassle with the government passports, it's true. The Caribbean people especially, they've been here since 1970. And they get in trouble getting passports, in honesty. It's a disgrace, what can I say? I know we say we're a little island and we're all scared of immigration that way. But as a poet, I've got to say, if anyone's lived here since 1970 and you've paid your taxes, you're classed as a UK person to me. And it's time the government put their hand in the pocket, in honesty. We don't realise how much trouble we cause, it's true. Because them poor people are going through hell on earth, they really do. So as a poet, I've got to say, it's time for the government to sort out immigration. And correctly, spend some cash, it helps in the modern day. And it'll employ UK people, it's true. And them who are illegal, get rid of them. That's what I would do. Especially criminals, literally. I'd throw them on the first plane out, in honesty. They do that in Australia, and it's true. They don't put up with the human beings being assholes, and I would not do. I'd put them on a plane literally and send them back to the country of their choice, in honesty. And once they're out of the country, it's true, we won't care about them. And why should we do? If they're bad people, you know what they say. Get rid of bad people from the UK. Apparently protesters are dipping a complaining, it's true, because they're going to do open cast mining. What can I say to you? Go to Indonesia, that's what I say. Give you something really real to complain about in the modern day. The state of the rivers, it's true. And you were complaining. If a vehicle goes over, you might die too. As a poet, I've got to say, them in the trees are lucky I wasn't there in the modern day. I've got to think for them chainsaws, it's true, I'd cut the tree down. I really would do, because as a poet, I've got to say, 50 police at £10 an hour. You work the mathematics out. It's not okay. What a waste of money, it's true. And after it's been dug, I hope they return it, like they should do, to nice land, literally. But when you think about waste on the earth, think about Indonesia and the state of the rivers. You want something to protest about. That's what I would say to thee. Protest about Indonesian rivers, it's true. Because I've seen it on TV, it's disgusting too. So as a poet, I'd like to say, if you want to protest about something, make it something worthwhile in the modern day. Don't cost the taxpayer lots of money, literally, because the taxpayer's paying for all them police to look after thee. And as a poet, I've got to say, you want to protest about something worthwhile in the modern day. Jack Law got 3 medals, literally. He only trained for a fortnight, in honesty. He is super fit, it's true. I think he took his body off mine, what can you do? I'm only joking, literally, because I don't do any training, in honesty. But they get 3 gold medals, what can I say? Well done, Jack, in the modern day. You're only training with your partner for a fortnight, it's true. I saw you dive and it was good too. You were sort of good together, literally. Your time was spot on. Anyway, it was for me. A local one from me to you. Apparently Sunderland's got to have 3 million spent on sea defences, it's true. They're spending that amount on the tall ships, literally. And apparently they don't even want poetry. So as a poet, I've got to say, it's not up to me to judge in the modern day. It's up to the people of Sunderland to decide, it's true. Would you rather have sea defences or the tall ships sail on through? So it's up to you, choose literally, because it's nothing to do with Hartlepool monkeying and poetry. It's not my decision, what can I say? Me, I'd rather have the sea defences and the ships, but I'd want both anyway. 25 million's going to be spent on breast is best, it's true, and now it's common sense to me, that's what I say to you, because as a poet I've got to say, you would think the mother would take any bad chemicals out of her body that way, so the baby's only getting natural stuff, it's true. So I think it's better for your baby too. They've done research literally and it's proven, in honesty. So as a common sense poet, I'd just like to say, breast is best. But I always like the ladies out there. I can't help it, literally. I think breast is best, in honesty. So all the best from me to thee. And keep abreast of the news. And does the poet like doing poetry? If it was up to me, I've got to say, I'd stop selling ivory straight away. I'd stop the importation, it's true, and I'd stop selling it. I'd give a date, so anybody who wants to get rid of any can sell it. That's what I would do. But I'd stop it literally, because I think it's a disgusting the way they treat animals and elephants, in honesty. So as a poet, I've got to say, I know the works of art, but it's time to stop the killing of elephants in the modern day. So all the best from me to thee, and I hope you like my poetry. And if you do, you know what they say, please share it. To everybody, because I'm a loudmouth poet in the modern day. I like to get my voice on telly, it's true. But I'm only on YouTube and Facebook, so enjoy what I do. So as a poet, I've got to say, I don't do adverts. So appreciate what I do anyway. Thank you.